TikTok and I'm live on YouTube, okay? So you guys see the topic for TikTok, the truth about fibroid healing nobody tells you. That's what we're gonna talk about today. We have a lot to talk about today. We had like a mini masterclass during yesterday's live. So if you missed yesterday's live, be sure to watch the replay on YouTube. That's why you need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, okay? And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the link in my bio, all right? So I'm live on YouTube as well as on TikTok. As you're coming in, tap on that screen so we can get more women in here. I'm talking about the truth about fibroid healing today. The truth that nobody tells you, okay? This is extremely important because there is so much misinformation when it comes to fibroids. There's so much misinformation. There's so much information about fibroids, but there's so much of the wrong information. This is why you have women running around spinning their wheels. They're trying this, they're trying that, and they're not healing. The number of inboxes I get, the number of emails I get of women that are dealing with fibroids, that women that are dealing with these womb issues and they're not moving the needle in their healing journey, right? They're trying this, they're trying that, but none of it is addressing the root cause, okay? So yes, as you guys are coming in, like the video, tap on that like button so that we can get more women in here. And also, and if you're watching from YouTube, hi and welcome, click the thumbs up button. And Happy New Year to y'all that's coming in. Let me know where you are watching from, okay? Whether you're watching me from YouTube or whether you're watching me from TikTok, let me know where you are watching me from. I would love to know. Okay. Okay. Make sure it's subscriber only that can comment on YouTube. Thank you, Jessica, for the likes. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Let me know. So we talk about the truth about fibroid healing. And most of y'all that follow me, right, it's because of fibroids. It's because of I'm teaching you how to get rid of your fibroids. I'm giving you more information about what's going on in your body when you have fibroids, okay? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you for actually speaking, Jessica. Nobody else is speaking. I don't know what's going on. People just in and out. But yes, Happy New Year, everybody coming in. Let me know where you are watching from. I would love to know whether you're watching from TikTok or I know it's New Year's Day. Y'all are off. Happy New Year, Dan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So make sure that you guys, like I said, our goal is 10,000 likes for this live stream. I have a lot to talk about today. I'm excited about today's live. It's the first day of 2026, okay? It is the first day of 2026. Okay, hold on, for some reason, it's not letting me, it didn't approve your comment. I don't know why, but starting the new year off with no period pain, thanks to you. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm trying to approve. I don't know why TikTok Live does that. Someday filter out some comments, but thank you. I appreciate that, Jessica. All right, so let's get started. As y'all are coming in again, let me know where you guys are watching from. Most women that follow me for fibroids to get help and get rid of fibroids, right? And if you're dealing with fibroids, I'm speaking directly to you today. But also, if you're dealing with endometriosis, period issues with your menstrual cycle, ovarian cysts, PCOS, adenomyosis, fertility issues, I'm also speaking, everything I'm sharing here applies to you as well. If you're dealing with any type of womb issues, what I'm sharing here applies to you as well, okay? Thank you for sharing the live. Yes, if you guys don't mind, like the video, share the live, share this with somebody that has fibroids, okay? It's the first day of the year. We do not want to go through 2026 with these fibroids, with this period pain, bleeding half to death, these hormones being out of balance. We don't want to go through that all through 2026. I always say this, if you guys really locked in and was serious, a lot of you guys could be fibroid free by the summertime. But you have to, like I said, get serious now, okay? And when I say fibroid free, I mean healing your womb naturally. That can be done, okay? And if you're new, welcome. So I'm not here to sell you a fairy tale. I'm here to give you the real so that you can make informed decisions going forward. Okay, well, just had a partial hysterectomy, best thing ever. It's never the best. Listen, I'm happy that you're okay. I'm happy that you think so. This is holistic health here, holistic healing. We don't celebrate removing our body parts. I'm saying that I don't want you to feel bad, but I'm saying that with love. We don't celebrate that over here because your womb can heal naturally. Okay. So the women that watch me They're not interested in that, okay? So you can heal without cutting out your body parts. And notice how they love to do that to women. They're taking out wombs, especially if you're in the US, right? That's one thing. I don't know what it is about women in the US. I love y'all. But I don't know why you guys keep falling for the okie doke and having them remove your wombs, whether it's the whole thing or partially. I don't know why you guys keep falling for the okie doke, because in other countries, in other cultures, they're very wary of that. That's like the last, they gotta be halfway dying before they, and you don't see men out here taking out their prostate and taking it. They're doing this to women for a reason. So especially if you're a black woman and you're letting them remove your wombs, you better think twice. So we're not talking about, you on the wrong live. For the person that said they celebrate that, you on the wrong live, okay? Now, for those, if you have fibroids and you know 2025 to 2026, you want to get rid of your fibroids, I need you to put a 1 in the chat, okay? I need you to put a 1 in the chat if you, and I'm streaming live from YouTube as well as on TikTok. Where is the list of foods? What do you mean, Kristen Brown? What do you mean? What is the cure? We're going to talk about it. Just hold on. One. Okay, I got some ones. Get some ones. New here, didn't mean to offend. No. You didn't offend me. You didn't offend me, but I'm just saying, read the room, hon. You didn't offend me, okay? But I'm just saying, I don't celebrate women removing their wombs. I'm here to save wombs. I've saved many wombs over the years. We're here to save wombs, not remove them, okay? So men would never do it. I asked my BF as an experiment if he would ever do that. He quickly said no. Yeah, they're not getting, and the thing is, they're not actually meant to remove their body parts because they know men will be damned. I say that but when it comes to women, especially women in the US, we're over there just doing whatever they ask us to do without doing proper research, okay? But anyway, you said a list of foods that'll help you shrink fibroids. Kristen, I just had a class on that the other day. When was that? Monday, okay? If you're subscribed to my Sacred Womb letters, I had a class on that. It's only like 20, the paid membership is only like $22 a month. I literally had a whole class on that. Literally designing your womb healing diet in 2026. So click the link in my bio, subscribe to the paid version of the Sacred Womb letters. You're gonna see the replay for that class, plus other things that will help you heal your womb, okay? So there you go. Now, okay, most of you here, like I said, if you have fibroids, you're in the right place. We're talking about the truth about fibroid healing nobody tells you, okay? Hey, Casey, welcome, okay? The truth about fibroid healing that nobody tells you. Let's talk about it. I'm going to share 5 truths with you. And ladies, you have to understand when it comes to fibroids, it's important for you to know what you're dealing with. A lot of you guys don't know what you're dealing with when it comes to fibroids. And that's why you're lost. And that's why you don't understand. You don't know whether to go do surgery. You don't know whether to take vitamin D pill or castor oil. You don't understand how the fibroids develop. You don't understand what's going on in your body, okay? And TikTok, our goal is 10,000 likes. Let's like the video. We want to get more women in here. We're talking about the 5 truths today that nobody tells you about fibroid healing, okay? This is for women that want to get rid of not only their fibroids, they want to heal their wombs. I'm talking to you today, okay? So I'm also, again, streaming live. For those that are new, by the way, welcome, real quick, okay? My name is Sasha. I'm a holistic womb specialist. Let me just make sure that we have the vibe is right in the room so we can know. I'm a holistic womb specialist, and what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other womb issues. I help them dissolve their fibroids and reverse chronic reproductive health conditions, okay? Such as fibroids, endometriosis, adenomyosis, uterine prolapse, ovarian cyst, you name it. When it comes to the womb, I've helped women not just shrink their fibroids, dissolve their fibroids. I've also dissolved my own fibroids many years ago, okay? So I know what I'm talking about. And I'm all about holistic healing. And how I do that is by getting to the root cause of the problem. Let me say that again. Getting to the root of the fibroids, getting to the root of the endometriosis, addressing the body as a whole and not in pieces, not in pieces like your doctor teaches you how to do. Addressing the body as a whole. That's what I teach women how to do. And for those of you that are following me, thank you so much. Also, remember, they're talking about taking away TikTok. So also subscribe to the email list as well. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? YouTube channel. I'm also streaming live from YouTube. Thank you guys for following me here. But look, just in case they get rid of TikTok, also subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can do so by clicking the link in my bio, okay? So let me share, I'm gonna share 5 truths today. I'm gonna answer you guys questions. And this is what you need to know. If you're serious about healing your fibroids this year, if you're serious about shrinking and dissolving your fibroids this year, you have to know what you're dealing with. You cannot just go in there blind. And when it comes to fibroids, a lot of women are going in there blind. They don't know what's really going on with their bodies. They're having all of these symptoms and they don't understand what's really going on, okay? So let's talk about it. You want to have a baby. Okay, you're in the right place. As a matter of fact, okay, if you've been watching me, and any of you guys have been watching me, if you guys are on my email list, you know that as far as women that work with me, 2 women had babies this year. They actually gave birth this year. I've helped many women get pregnant naturally, but 2 of them actually gave birth in 2025. And I was celebrating that on my email list, okay? So I'm healing from PCOS. You can, yeah, absolutely. PCOS is reversible. PCOS is reversible, okay? So let's talk about holistic healing. Number 1, what's the number 1 truth? A lot of you guys think that holistic healing is slow. This is why a lot of people rush to surgery. They think that when they have fibroids and they have these symptoms, they have this fibroid belly, they have, the heavy bleeding, they have, all of these pain, really long periods, painful back pains, just always in pain, anemia. They have all these symptoms. They think that, holistic healing is too slow, so they run to surgery. Not understanding that holistic healing does not have to be slow. Let me say that again. And especially women that too are trying to have a baby as well. They're like, I don't know if I had time to waste time with holistic healing. I actually had a client before she signed up say that, and I told her to think about it. And she ended up signing up with me and ended up having a baby. She was one of the people that had a baby in 2025. A lot of people think that holistic healing has to be slow. It does not have to be slow. If you know what you're doing, number 1, but if you're willing to take massive action, right? A lot of people think that holistic healing is you just take a supplement, you just take take a green juice. Drink a green juice and that's it. Everything will be solved. That's not holistic healing. Holistic healing is whole. It incorporates physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing. Like, it's whole, treating your body as a whole, right? Because again, what affects the body also affects the mind and the spirit as well. Everything's connected. That's holistic healing, okay? Exactly. It's a full transition. You can't ignore the emotional part. Exactly, Jessica. A lot of women ignore the emotional part. And when I say that, they get mute, right? They just tell me what to do. I have fibroids. I need them gone. I want my abs. I know that's right. Texas, you in the right place. Texas, baby, you in the right place. Thank you. Thank you so much, Adriana. Thank you for the gift. Okay, so holistic healing does not have to be slow. Let me say that again. It does not have to be slow, but you have to be willing to take massive action. It's 2026. A lot of you guys can be fibroid free if you're really locked in, you could be fibroid free by the summertime. A lot of you guys by June, by July, if you really locked in, it doesn't take long when you actually take action, when you get into the root cause of the problem. Let me just say this. I had clients shrink very large fibroids in within 2 to 3 months. Literally. I had a client shrink had a huge fibroid belly. Her uterus was so enlarged, it looked like she was 8 to 9 months pregnant. She was able to significantly shrink that within a month. She was in my 6-week program, my 6-week womb healing experience. Literally, I had a client get rid of a whole 6 centimeter fibroid in 3 months. Okay, I had a client also too. Her fibroids went from 7 centimeters to 3 centimeters in 2 months. Shout out to Sophia, in 2 months, and Marquita. In 2 months, okay? I had a client, again, I talked about my clients that got rid of their, not only got rid of their fibroids, not only restored their hormonal balance, because that's what has to be done in order for you to get rid of your fibroids, they were also able to have babies after years of struggling to conceive. There was 8 this year, and I was so proud of that. Because I always say, if you come into my world and work with me, and you want to have a baby, it's going to happen. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 40, 45, because it's not about your chronological age. It's about your biological age when it comes to fertility. Can a fibroid with 3 years dissolve? What do you mean? You mean if you've had fibroids for 3 years, how big? Any fibroid can dissolve. It's all about how much time, right? If they're very big, because some of you guys have huge fibroids, 15 centimeters, 20, it is going to take some time to break down. But you know what? For those of you that are scared about the time, the beauty of that is if you actually do the work and you actually understand and know what you're doing and you're getting to the root cause of the problem, you're addressing the root of the issue, then guess what? Within 30 days, your symptoms will drastically decrease, drastically, if you understand and know what you're doing, okay? That's why I say you shouldn't be so worried about the time. Just do the work. Hey, Marsh, welcome. Happy New Year. Men bashing women over 40 that are pregnant. Listen, they're doing that, but guess what? The women that are in their 20s and 30s, some of them are having trouble with getting pregnant too. Okay, so it's not about the age. It's about your health, because women in their 20s are struggling with getting pregnant. Trust me, some of them have been clients of mine. Some of them, thank you for the gift. User 517. Some of them have been clients of mine. Some of them have been in my inbox. It's not an age thing. You guys have to stop letting these doctors tell you it's all about age. If you are a healthy 40-year-old, you should be able to have babies like it's nothing, right? If you're not able to have babies, do something that your body was designed to do. Not saying that you have to have children, but your body was designed to do that. So if your body's not able to do that, there's a reason, right? You can't just let them tell you unexplained fertility. Ain't no such thing. There's a reason why you're not able to get pregnant. Typically, it's estrogen dominance. Finally caught alive. Welcome. Hey, Tom. Happy that you're here. Happy New Year, okay? So here's the thing. And also, too, because I have a lot of people, and let me know if you're watching me from another country other than the U.S., let me know, because I have a lot of women that, they typically message me that are, from UK. I just signed a client yesterday from Australia to work with me in my 3-month program. That's like my 3rd client in Australia. I'm like, Australians are serious about healing their wombs, okay? So in a lot of these countries where they have free healthcare and stuff, like it could take you 6 months to a year to actually have surgery. And you know what? In the US, with these hospitals being, having staffing issues, that's going to be like a lot of times, like I said, a lot of people are being denied by their insurance companies when it comes to having hysterectomies and these surgeries. Okay, that's happening. And that's coming down the pipeline. Healthcare is changing in the US, but that's a whole other conversation, right? But anyway, a lot of women are like, okay, I'm on the wait list to have surgery. Canadians, women in their, to have surgery to remove their fibroids. And I'm like, if you actually locked in for 6 months, you could be fibroid free before your surgery even comes about, right? So that's why I get confused when you guys say it takes too long to heal your womb. It doesn't, not when you know what you're doing. A lot of you guys don't understand what you're doing, okay? And a lot of people will tell me, I've tried everything. What are you trying? Because we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that today, because what you're trying is not getting to the root cause of the problem. You think you drink a green juice and do a little fast and everything's going to be okay? That's not how it works, ladies, okay? So listen, and even if you get the surgery, majority of the time, if not all the time, they grow back. If you get the myomectomy, they grow back. If you get the UFE procedures, they grow back. Yeah, a lot of the structures we relied on are disappearing. Listen, I'm telling you this right now. We're now entering a time that if you don't take care of your own health, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble, okay? I am finally up and active today. I know that's right. I started doing castor oil packs and added poke root oil. I was so sick. I'm so sorry. I hope that you feel better. We're going to talk about that castor oil. We talked about that yesterday. Because we think, okay, I'm not saying that castor oil is bad. Use your castor oil, ladies. But we think that cures cancer. That gets rid of tumors. It doesn't. It doesn't. And a lot of people have been sold on that false belief and it still has the fibroids, okay? So we got to lock into, you can still do your natural remedies, but we got to lock in and do what actually works. You got to get serious in 2026. We can't be playing around no more. A lot of you guys, it's crazy. The amount of women that have fibroids is astronomical. We cannot be playing around anymore, okay? So we cannot be relying on unicorn situations. We got to do what works, okay? So natural healing, when you actually do it the right way, is permanent. And you maintain it, it's permanent. It's permanent, right? Surgery, it removes the fibroids, but it doesn't remove what actually caused the fibroids to develop. It doesn't remove, hey, Jamaica, okay, hey, Jamaica in the house, welcome, Jamaican girl. It doesn't actually remove the conditions, right, that cause the fibroids to develop, right? So you have to be, surgery, like I said, it cuts into your uterus, it gets to the root cause of it doesn't get to the root cause of the problem, so you end up growing the surgery, you end up growing it Again, this is why, and let me know in the chat, has this happened to you? Have you regrew fibroids after having surgery? Okay, let's focus. Okay, so natural healing changes the conditions in your body. When you have fibroids, it's a full body issue. It's not just a uterine issue. Let me say that again. When you have fibroids, it's a full body issue. So what are we dealing with? We're dealing with hormonal imbalances when we have fibroids. We're also dealing with inflammation in the body. We're dealing with a backed up digestive system. We're dealing with, listen, a backed up lymphatic system. There's a lot that we're dealing with when we have fibroids, okay? When we have fibroids. So it's important that you understand and know that. And a lot of people, like I said, they get distracted on these remedies, and y'all gonna be doing the remedy. Okay, don't get me started on that. Have at it. I'm talking to women that want to transform their health and heal, okay? So be really careful about what you believe in online, okay? Let me just say that. Because people say, I have so many bots. I did this, that got rid of fibroids. I've drunk, like, and people do it and they don't get rid of fibroids. You have to transform the health of your body and stop looking for shortcuts. I'm not saying not to do those things, those natural remedies. You could still do them, but actually do the work. Still get rid of, still restore your hormonal balance. Still do the actual work, right? Still actually support your organs, right? Support your elimination organs. Heal your elimination organs. Just when I'm new in Jamaica. Okay, you're new. You're from Jamaica. Okay, we have a lot of Jamaicans in the house. Welcome. Who else is from another country? I would love to know. So when you do the work, when you heal your hormones, when you actually work on your elimination organs, your kidneys, your liver, all of these things are congested when you have fibroids. Your kidneys, your livers, your digestive system, okay? When you actually support them, when you actually do support your lymphatic system, because that's congested when you have fibroids, when you decrease the toxic load in your body, when you do the emotional healing work, somebody asked what's the actual work. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. When you do the emotional healing, because if you have fibroids, it's not just physical, it's also emotional. You're also holding on to a lot of, whether you're suppressing a lot of trauma, whether it's heartbreak, grief, anger, it could be sexual trauma, right? You're suppressing a lot, childhood trauma, or you are holding on to a lot of trauma. Fibroids are not just physical, they're also spiritual. They're also energetic. So you have to also do the energy. You also have to do, how can I say this? You also have to do the healing work, the emotional healing work. I don't know why I say energy. Some people get scared. I'm like, we're energy beings, okay? So you're Jamaican. Okay, welcome. I can't pronounce that country in Africa, but Mozambique, girl, I can't pronounce that. But okay. Thank you guys. Yeah, true healing is a mirror. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. Every disease has a spiritual root cause. Every disease, including fibroids, has a spiritual root cause. A lot of us, like I said, we just want to do, well, what do you do physically? If you just do the physical work, the fibroids grow right back. The fibroids grow right back, okay? So do you know how many people have told me that their fibroids grew back because they didn't do the real work? You guys have to stop looking for shortcuts, okay? Or again, this will be an ongoing trend in your life. You have a 18, is it you mean 18 cc or centimeters? Fibroids, I'm scared to do surgery. Listen, surgery, let me tell you something. There's no point of doing surgery, and I'm telling you this as somebody that's had surgery and grew them back afterwards. They grow back. And especially if your body can develop a large fibroid or multiple fibroids especially, right? And large meaning over 5 to 8 centimeters, then your body can develop another fibroid if you don't get to the root cause of the problem. Your body will keep, there's somebody that messaged me not a few months ago, and that's earlier in 2025 actually, and said that she had 5 fibroids, 5 myomectomies, 5, and got rid of the fibroids and they will grow back. Got over the course of 12 to 13 years. And now her womb is just riddled with uterine scarring. And according to the doctor, it's too weak to carry a baby because she's had so much surgery and she still has fibroids. They keep growing back. So is it worth it to continuously go through that? Women have had, like we have to, like I said, we have to, when it comes to our health, we can't just think short term. And a lot of times when women are dealing with fibroids, there's this, how can I say this? There's almost this desperation. My daughter had 2 surgeries and they grew back. Yeah, they grow back every time when you don't get to the root cause of the problem. So when you have fibroids, there's almost this desperation to heal, to feel relief. And I get that. But when you make desperate decisions, when you make decisions out of desperation, more than likely it's the wrong decision, right? So you got to make decisions out of being informed, out of power. Surgery is not the answer. I'm being straight up. It's not the answer. I know that when they talk about fibroids, and when they talk about healing fibroids or options, a lot of doctors, they mention surgery. Or just when you hear about fibroids online, they mention surgery, right? But I'm here to tell you, they will grow back. You have to deal, hey, Brenda, Happy New Year. You have to deal with the conditions that actually cause the fibroids to develop, okay? So we're gonna talk about that, Todd. Just hold on now. We're gonna talk about that too. So y'all hang around, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. You gotta get to the root. I know a lot of you guys here's the thing too. Let me just disclaimer. A lot of you guys just want me to tell you hacks. I'm never gonna tell you hacks. You know why? Hacks don't heal. That's why you're here. A lot of you guys, and a lot of people that message me, they've tried every hack they have online about fibroids. But none of the hacks actually get to the root cause of the problem. You're looking for every shortcut, quick fix. You're looking dim supplements, this supplement, castor oil, this like yoni steaming, acupuncture, instead of actually doing the work and getting to the root cause of the problem. And that's why you still have the fibroids. That's why you still have the fibroids. Some of you guys have been doing that for 2 years, 3 years, just going around trying, and then you come on here and say, I've tried everything to get rid of my fibroids, but I still have fibroids, because you're not doing the work. You're not doing the real work. You're just applying surface level. You're just literally taking care of the surface. You're not going deep enough, okay? So hold on. So you can't cast the oil your way out of fibroids. Let me say that again. A lot of people that try that end up growing it right back. So you can't cast the oil your way out of fibroids. I'm gonna say that again. I see this all the time. I've been doing this for years. You've been trying random remedy, random detox, random cleanse, everything you found on TikTok and Instagram on these Facebook groups, but you still have the fibroids. You still have the fibroids. I'm not looking for shortcuts. I'm doing research instead of surgery. Good. You've tried a lot of you guys have tried the castor oil packs. You tried the red raspberry leaf tea. You tried the maca root. You've tried apple cider vinegar. You tried yoni steaming. You tried this. You tried the vitamin D pills. You tried all of these stuff and you still have the fibroids. Okay, and I'm not saying that these things are bad, but I'm saying they're not enough. They're incomplete. They're not getting to the root cause of the problem. So we have to get out of this perpetual state of just chasing our symptoms and actually think about healing. When you think about your health, it should be long-term. It shouldn't be just a short-term thing. Oh, I just want to feel better right now. No, think about your health a year from now, 5 years from now. Don't just think about right now. Okay? When you actually do the work and actually get to the root cause of the problem, like I said earlier, you're going to feel so much relief as far as your symptoms within a month. You're going to see a huge difference in your symptoms. Some people even shorter. I had a video testimonial where a client said that she was literally bleeding for 3 weeks a month. Out of the month, she would bleed for about 3 weeks straight. Heavy bleeding, heavy clots. And within literally 3 days of working with me, of being in my Detoxify Your Womb program, literally 3 days, the bleeding stopped. And it didn't return until like 3 to 4 weeks later. And then after that, her periods were normal. And she also had a cyst and was able to dissolve her cyst. So it's important that you understand, listen, don't get in the random remedy trap. That's what I call it. Some of you guys have been doing that for years. Get out of that. You can't out-supplement your way out of fibroids. Stop asking me about supplements. I'm not saying anybody's doing that on this live, but usually I get questions. Stop asking me about supplements. You can't out-supplement your way out of fibroids. We have women, I'm sure, watching this live right now that have all of these supplements prepared for 2026, right? I'm not saying they're bad, but can your body actually absorb them? Because when you have fibroids, you're backed up. When you have fibroids, that gut is backed up and your body can't absorb nutrients like it's supposed to. That's why you're dealing with anemia. That's why you're dealing with low iron. This is why you're dealing with low vitamin D levels, right? You got to get your body to the state where it can actually absorb these nutrients before you start taking all of this crap. That's not healing. We make healing more complicated than it has to be. So you can't just look for one thing and think that's going to get rid of your fibroids, okay? You can't just look for one thing. I have no pain or bleeding. I just want to get pregnant. But okay, coffee lover, before wanting to get pregnant, get your body healthy. Get that. And this is to anybody that wants to get pregnant, okay? As somebody that's helped women get pregnant. As a matter of fact, earlier today, I was talking about 2 women who actually had babies in 2025 that I worked with that were having fertility issues. And I was so proud of that, okay? It's not about just getting pregnant. It's about getting your body healthy. That baby deserves a safe space to land. That baby deserves a safe space to land, okay? And I'm talking to everybody that wants to have children in the future. Why not work on getting to your optimum level of health first? A lot of us have these fibroids or cysts, and they just want to get pregnant. I'm going to say that like I say in every other life. That's kind of selfish. I want my body to be at the optimum. Take 3 to 6 months. Get your body at the optimum level of health before you conceive. Why not? That's how it's supposed to be done. I don't know why these doctors are not telling y'all this. This is why you guys have all these high-risk pregnancies. High-risk pregnancies are on the rise. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? So I'm going to say that. Get your body healthy first. Okay? Do the work first, like I always said. Fibroids cannot be, like I said, taken away by one thing. Fibroids are caused by a combination of factors, okay? Hormonal imbalances, toxin overload in the body, chronic inflammation, congested liver, lymphatic system congested as well, chronic stress. That's a big one. Unprocessed emotions. You know, when it comes to these unprocessed emotions, you store them on an energetic level in the womb space, okay? Your womb acts as a vault, as an emotional vault. So those heartbreaks, the grief, the trauma in your life that you haven't processed is there energetically. It's these tumors energetically, right? So this is why emotional healing work has to be done when we talk about getting rid of fibroids. That has to be done as well. That has to be done as well. We can't just, like I said, I'm gonna just change my diet and, stop eating meat. It's deeper than that. We gotta go deeper and stop staying on the surface. Staying on the surface is why a lot of you guys still have the fibroids, because you're staying on the surface. And this is why you have the hormonal imbalances. If you have fibroids, your hormones are out of balance. Let me say that again. If you have fibroids, your hormones are out of balance. By default, your liver is congested. Your lymphatic system is clogged up, okay? So, you're not healing by using supplements. You're not healing that's not healing. You're just chasing your symptoms. We'll get to that 517. Just hold on. Hold on. You're not healing. You got to start healing your body. Stop chasing your symptoms. You need a framework. You need a protocol that gets to the root cause of the problem. You need a complete system that addresses your hormones, that addresses your liver, your kidneys, that addresses also, yes, the inner emotional work, that addresses your nutrition. And I literally just taught a whole class on design your womb healing diet for anybody that has a question about that. Literally, in my Sacred Womb letters, it's literally only $22 a month. And you don't just get that, you get a whole bunch of healing frameworks that will help you on your journey, of womb healing. Okay? Also, too, nervous system regulation as well. A lot of you guys think that your body's going to heal when it's in fight or flight mode all the time. A lot of you guys think that you're going to heal when you're literally carrying trauma all the time, or you're carrying, pain in your heart that you haven't resolved. How is your body going to heal like that? It can't. It can't. So you can't. That's not a castor oil pack can't get rid of that. You need an entire protocol that gets to the root cause of the problem. That's why you're not able to see results, because you're not getting to the root cause of the problem. That's what I'm doing. So you're doing everything I mentioned. That's what you're doing, coffee lover. My doctor wants me to have surgery before I get pregnant. I don't want, no. Can you help me? Yes, I can. As a matter of fact, okay, for those of you that want my help, because I know that some of you guys are watching that actually want me to help you, I do have, like I said, this expired at midnight, but on New Year's, but I understand that some people were out partying, or you was at church, or you had a lot going on. Maybe you had some family and friends over. I do have my advanced fibroid healing mastery vaults. That's only like after midnight tonight is going in retirement. After midnight tonight is going into retirement. I should have been in retirement last night, but I'll extend it for one more day. That's the course that literally had a woman that had a football-sized fibroid. Listen to me clearly. She had a football-sized fibroid and it shrunk to a 6-centimeter fibroid in just a few months. That was the Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vaults. Okay? For those of you that want to actually, that's a self-paced course. Self-paced is literally, I literally designed it for high impact results. The 2026 edition. So if you're serious about healing, it's there until midnight. Check it out. The link is in my bio. If you're watching me from YouTube, the link is in my description box. And then I have my 3-month intensive still open. We just had a client. I'm onboarding clients today. So if you want to join, the deadline is midnight. If you want to powerfully work with me, do deep womb work for 3 months, for the first quarter of the year, 3 months. If you're serious about being fibroid free before summertime, the 3-month intensive, the link is in my bio. Okay, the link is in my description box if you're watching. Again, midnight is the deadline. Now, you have to, it's about any contact number, no. If you want to contact me, email me, okay? And make sure that email me if you want to contact me. The link is in my bio. Or you can send me a message on TikTok, okay? Here's the thing. You have to understand the difference between healing your body and Band-Aid and just putting. So what's the difference? What's the difference between actually doing the healing work? It's about getting to the root cause of the problem. Anything you do to get rid of your fibroids, ask yourself, does this address the root of why the fibroids developed? Does it actually address the root cause, right? Or is it just going to ask yourself that? You know that surgery does not address the root cause. You know that birth control pills don't address the root cause. You know that, what else do you guys do? Green juices, as great as they may be, for your overall health, they're not going to get rid of the actual fibroid. Fasting, people have done 40-day water fast and still have the fibroids. It's not going to get to the root cause of the problem because you're going to fast and then you're going to go back to your same lifestyle. Okay? You got to stop. You got to get out of these temporary remedies. I'm not saying not to do that. Fasting is very powerful. Don't get me wrong. Fasting is very powerful, but it's not enough to get rid of actual tumors. Y'all don't get it. These are actual tumors. You know that, right? They're actually, and if a tumor can grow in the uterus, it can grow in other parts of the body. This is why a woman that would have fibroids and they have breast cysts as well, or grow breast cysts later on. And they'll have fibroids and get breast cancer later on. That's more common than you think. The same root causes. Estrogen dominance. Okay? I have a whole live stream on that, many live streams on that. If you go to my YouTube channel, link is in my bio, and go to the live stream section, many. So I'm not even gonna get into all of that. But ask yourself, am I just treating my symptoms or am I actually healing? Am I actually dissolving these fibroids? Am I actually getting to the root cause of the problem? And I don't know why we only have 2.3 likes. I forgot to mention our goal is 10,000 likes, okay? Keep liking the video. This is information that your doctor's not even giving you, okay? Like the video, tap on the screen TikTok, click the thumbs up button YouTube. So women that heal the fastest, thank you Ty for liking the video. Thank you. Yes, let's get the likes up. Women that actually heal the fastest are women that actually decide to go all in on their healing journey, right? They go all in on their healing journey. And a lot of you guys, I'm not saying this so you can work with me, but I'm saying a lot of you guys can't really do it alone. I was saying yesterday, during December, I took my time and actually had private one-on-one fibroid healing calls. And I mean, the same thing. I've tried this, I've tried that, I did this, I did that, right? Again, just going in circles, or they'll be consistent for a couple weeks and then go back to their bad lifestyle. The same thing over and over again, right? It's, also too, not addressing the mind, not doing the mindset work, not doing the emotional healing portion. So a lot of people a lot of people cannot heal on their own. I'm just gonna be real with you. And I'm not saying that so you can work with me, because you can work with somebody else that also is holistic and that will help you on your journey. But there's a cost to doing it alone, right? There's a cost to doing it alone. When you actually have somebody that can help you, especially an expert that have done this 100 times over with many clients with all types of fibroids and endometriosis and adenomyosis and help women get pregnant, The thing that you spend in 2 years to do, you could collapse time and do it in less than 6 months or 3 months, depending on how big your fibroid is, depending on how severe your situation is, right? Because some of you guys are very severe. We're dealing with a 20-centimeter fibroid. That's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time, okay? So I'm just gonna have to be real with you. But constantly researching, constantly second guessing yourself, trying this, trying that, that's not gonna heal you in 2026. You gotta make a decision to go all in on your healing journey and get guidance, whatever that looks like for you. Get guidance on the journey. This is your womb we're talking about. And when you have fibroids, it's not just uterine tumors. It's not just uterine tumors. We're dealing, again, like I always say, it's a full body issue. Fibroids are a full body issue. It's not just a uterine tumor that you're dealing with when you're dealing with fibroids, okay? So you gotta ask yourself, do I wanna spend the next 2 years DIYing, doing it myself, right? Or do I want deep one-on-one support for 3 months and be fibroid free by the summertime? Ask yourself that. Do I want deep one-on-one support, or do I want guidance and to be fibroid free by the summertime? Or do I want to continue on this journey for 2 years and just spinning my wheels? You watching every TikTok video, you watching every YouTube video, and still have the fibroids. You guys gotta get out of research mode and start implementing. I get it, research is great. But at some point, you have to get out of research mode and start implementing. Implementation, that has to happen in 2026. Researching is not gonna heal you. Research, but have a time limit on it and actually do the work. A lot of you guys are I'm researching so you can avoid the real work. You can avoid making the real decisions. Okay? So it's important that you understand. So, like I said, the people that heal fibroids the fastest are the people that decide, that make a decision. And they go all in with it. They execute. Okay? A lot of you guys are very intelligent women. You have successful careers. You have, full social lives. You have amazing partners. You have a lot going on for you. It's just this one thing that's in the way of you achieving, living your life to the fullest. This one thing. Why allow that to be the case? Why allow it to be the case? It's just this one thing that's grabbing your happiness, your vitality, your energy. A lot of you guys, your sex life. Everybody's growing here. Let's keep it real. It's getting in the way of you living your life to your fullest, right? So a lot of you guys too, a lot of women that have fibroids too, they don't want to get in relationships because they know that they're scared of getting into relationships because of revealing they have fibroids or the shame that's associated with that, right? I'm not saying you should be shameful. You should not be ashamed of having fibroids. I mean, this is unfortunately, one of the most common reproductive health conditions. But a lot of women, like I said, they've gave up their chance of getting married and have. I've talked to women. They've given up their dreams of getting married and having children because of fibroids. A lot of women. You'd be surprised. Now, should they? No. I always say don't allow fibroids to steal your dreams. Don't allow fibroids to steal your dreams. Okay? That's important that you understand and know that, okay? So you got to ask yourself, what is your vision for 2026? Is it to be fibroid free? Is it to have periods that are no longer chaotic, your periods should not, like I always say, should not be longer than 3 days. It should be light, no cramps, no symptoms. Is it to get pregnant, right? What is your dream for 2026 when it comes to your health, when it comes to your womb health? Is it to restore your hormonal balance so you're able to live your best life, you're able to feel good, right? Because when your hormones are out of balance, you as a woman are out of balance. Is it to live in your purpose? How are you going to living your purpose, live fully when you have these fibroids literally and you're operating at half of your capacity? How is that going to happen? You deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. So you have to make a decision. What is your vision for 2026? Let me know in the chat. I would love to know, what is your vision for yourself and your health in 2026, right? Where do you see yourself when it comes to your health, when it comes to your womb health, okay? You guys can also ask me questions. Feel free to ask questions. The truth about fibroid healing, nobody tells you. What's your email? The link is in my bio. So it's my email. If you go to the link in my bio and click on the envelope symbol, you'll see it. It'll take you straight to my email, SashaRosa@MajesticHealthServices.com, okay? So imagine being fibroid free. Imagine being able to have the healthy baby that you, and have a beautiful pregnancy that's not high risk, right? Pregnancy of your dreams, right? And have a healthy baby. Imagine having a 3-day period with no symptoms. Imagine not allowing fibroids to take away, not having fibroids to take away your joy. Being free of fibroids, having a healthy womb. Imagine also too, releasing a lot of these emotional traumas that you've been holding for years, being able to release them, process through them and release them. Imagine that. No fibroids, hormone. Yeah, I know that's right. So I said earlier, for those that are just coming in, what is your dream for 2026? What is your vision for 2026? I'm sorry, I messed up your name. Shakaria, hopefully I said your name right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. No fibroids, hormones balance. I love that. I love that. Okay. Toric, welcome. Changing my lifestyle in every way possible to have a healthy 3-day period and other things. I love that. I love that. You deserve that. Nobody deserves to have periods that are so heavy, and I used to have them, so I know how debilitating they are. That literally take their life force, that snatch their nutrients, that you don't deserve that. How can you operate at your full capacity if you're bleeding heavily for a week, a month? You can't. Or you have period anxiety. You have so much anxiety before you even get on your period because you know it's going to be horrible. You deserve to live a better life, and you owe yourself that. You owe yourself that, because I'm sure when you were dreaming about, you know how we're little girls and we dream about how life will be when we grow up. I'm sure you didn't imagine fibroids. I'm sure you didn't see fibroids. You don't deserve that. So you have to tell yourself that if that is your vision for 2026, you have to start implementing, putting things in place for that to happen today, not tomorrow, not next week. Start putting things in place, start executing, start implementing what's going to help you get to that goal. Okay. And if you don't know, I have plenty of resources that will help you. I have my Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery course. Okay. Thank you for the education that you provide. You're so welcome. I have where you can work with me for 3 months. Again, these things are expiring at midnight. They're going into retirement at midnight. But we also have other things coming up. Okay. But don't just sit there with the fibroids struggling when your body, it doesn't make any sense. This is a new year, ladies. I'm having an open abdominal myomectomy on the February 4th. Why? I have 6 large fibroids that they can see. Okay, Just Jenny, I think that you're new and you're just coming in. What I want you to do is I want you to watch the replay of this live stream. Click the link in my bio. The replay will be on YouTube. Definitely watch the replay. You're gonna learn a lot. If your body can develop 6 large fibroids, they will grow right back. Let me just tell you that I'm going to be straight up with you. Those fibroids will grow right back. I don't know whether you're from the U.S. or another country, right? Because I know that all over the world, they're pushing surgery hard. They will grow right back. You're the U.S. They will grow right back. Okay? They will grow right back. What you should be focused on is getting to the root cause of those fibroids and getting rid of them naturally. Be honest with you. They will grow, and you will be like the girl that had, if you don't watch out, and this is to anybody, not just her, you'll be like the girl that had 5 myomectomies over the course of 12 years and still has fibroids and now has your uterine scarring and now has a weak uterus, and they're telling her that she can't carry a baby. That will be you if you don't take anybody that's watching this. If you have a myomectomy schedule, you encountered this live stream for a reason. Stop letting them perform all these surgeries on you, all these unnecessary surgeries on you guys. You guys have to stop doing that, okay? It's called medical practice for a reason. Don't let them experiment on you. I pushed for it instead of the hysterectomy. I want to learn how to prevent them after. Just Johnny. I had so many, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get off. And let me know if you guys have any questions. That's true. Everyone has said they will grow back. They will grow back. And if your doctors be honest with you, they will tell you they will grow back. Everybody, let me tell you something, guys and ladies. Anybody that has told me over the years, I'm going to have surgery and I want to learn how to prevent them coming back, literally every person has grown the fibroids back. And for all those people, I literally told them, don't have it. If they come at me and say I have surgery, I'm always going to say don't have it. Because guess who did it and regretted and grew the fibroids right back? I know what I'm talking about. You're putting your body through all of that pain and suffering. Why? If you, what is today? The first? If you actually spent between now and the day that you had scheduled for that surgery and focused on womb healing and focused on getting to the root cause of your fibroids, all your symptoms will be gone. You would feel a huge difference between now and February 4th. Focus on that. Somebody said they regret their surgery. I don't know why in 2026, we in 2026 now. Yay, Happy New Year, everybody. And people are still doing surgery. You're in the wrong place, hon. You're in the wrong place. I was 28 and didn't know this. Yeah. My sister, we understand all you said. Please tell us a way forward. I have been. Have you been listening to the live? Be sure to click the link in my bio. Watch the replay of this live, okay? 𝐻𝐲𝐽𝐵. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. Somebody said they did their surgery. By the way, I don't see your Facebook post anymore. Ty, I still post on Facebook, but you know the algorithm is weird sometimes. So you have to add me to your favors on Facebook so you can see all my posts, okay? But I still post, okay? I still post. All right. Now they're telling me I should go for a second surgery. They told me that too. Hi, will you be doing a 6-week program? Yes, FC. I've been emailing you, okay? I know who you are. Yes, the 6-week program is open. If you get in it now, the 6-week womb healing experience, you'll have early access, and you actually get to do eight weeks in the program because we really start on the 19th. But I'm allowing people to come in before the 5th for early access. So join today. You've been talking about joining for a while. How long? Come on, it's the first of the year. Let's go. The 6-week womb healing experience. If you can't work with me in this 3-month intensive, next best thing. Okay, I said no. They're pushing for a second surgery 4 years later. Listen, I told you guys about the woman that had 5 fibroid surgeries. I know I really want to join. FC, what's holding you up? And you could pay, you don't have to pay the whole thing. You could pay, it's 2 payments of $775. Okay, so you could pay $775 today and then a month later pay the rest. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. So you can get started on the 5th. Okay. What else? What did I want to say? So I was talking about a lady that had 5 surgeries. 5. If you don't take time, that will be you. I'm saying this to anybody that has a surgery scheduled. If you don't, that energy. Okay, so y'all, let me tell you this. Y'all that have a surgery scheduled, let me tell you what to do. Start actually doing the work today, getting to the root cause of the problem. By the time of surgery time, you're not even going to want to have it. There's people that literally have started working with me and they had a surgery scheduled out, in a month or 2 months, and they've canceled it because they didn't need it anymore because they felt such a huge difference. The fibroid belly has dissolved. Their period was so much better. Their symptoms all went away. I don't know why you guys are hell-bent on getting cut open. I don't know. That surgery is horrible. It's horrible. Oh, my goodness. Especially if you have large fibroids. That recovery time, you're not going to be focused on getting rid of. You're going to be focused on trying to survive. And don't even get me started on people have that. I've posted women that have passed away from the surgery. And people are going to say it's rare. These women have been are in the U.S., supposed to be the best country in the world. Right? Don't get me started. I did the work. Now things are getting better. You don't need surgery. I know that's right. You don't need surgery. I don't trust doctors. I'm going for a second opinion. I'm going to say this. I'm with love, user 517. Okay, so when we talk about your reproductive health, I'm saying this with love. What do doctors have to offer you? Besides surgery, birth control, I'm not saying don't go to this doctor. But when it comes to your womb and you having issues with your womb, what do they have to offer you besides surgery, besides birth control, besides medications, Somebody said that the doctors was offering them hormone suppression. Besides that, what else do they got for you? You think they're going to teach you how to heal your womb naturally? So all these second opinions and third opinions, like, I'm talking about when it comes to your womb health. When it comes to your womb health, Western medicine treats the womb like as a useless organ unless you're pregnant. This is why they're pushing y'all to have hysterectomies, because listen, my sister's about to graduate from medical school. I know what I'm talking about. They teach them in medical school the womb is a useless organ unless you're pregnant. This is why they're pushing hysterectomies even to women in their 20s. Oh, are you going to have a child? Okay, hysterectomy. And they said, well, I'm not sure. Hysterectomy, hysterectomy. I was just talking to somebody in the DMs, what was it? Yesterday, she's only 36. They pushing hysterectomy. She's like, I think I may want to have a child. Don't let them take out your body parts. Stop allowing them to cut into your womb and take out your body parts. They told me hysterectomy. I was in my mid-30s, shaking my head. That's so cruel and evil. Y'all got to stop letting them take out your parts. You were born like that. You should leave this earth with your body parts still intact. Unless you want to donate your womb. I don't know. Okay? Unless you want to, but keep your parts in your body. Heal your organs. Stop removing them. Heal your organs. Stop removing them. My doctor didn't want to do a myomectomy. He said they'll come back. I need a hysterectomy. I'm 40. No, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. You shouldn't. 40 is not even old. And that's probably what your doctor looks at. Anything over 35 as old when it comes to women. Not when it comes to men. When it comes to women. Western medicine is very patriarchal. Okay? Very. It's a patriarchal system. They don't care about, let me not say that. Let me not say they don't care. When it comes to Western medicine, when it comes to the system that your doctors are working for, they haven't really studied the woman's body. They don't really have regard for the woman's body, and especially not the woman's womb. So this is why hysterectomy, they telling everybody to have a hysterectomy. Enough to protect them. And they also get incentives when you have these surgeries. And you guys know that. They get incentives when you guys have surgeries. Western medicine cares. It's their profit over people, right? And I'm not saying they shouldn't get profit. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that they care about that over people. So your doctor's working for a corrupt system. American healthcare, we know in 2026 is sick care. So if you fall for their tricks and have surgery, a woman had 5 surgeries. She was listening to her doctors. Her woman's 2 weeks to carry a baby now, and uterine scarring. But you know what? I'm not going to convince anybody. But I'm saying those fibroids will grow back. They'll grow back. I'm not like before I used to sugarcoat. They said, "Oh, I don't want to tell people that," but it always happens. You have to stop. Y'all gotta stop. True, they don't encourage research. They don't. They push major surgeries exactly. Yet nothing else. Know what first steps to take for large fibroids to shrink. Get into the root cause of the problem. I learned to stop getting cut on. Hell yeah. Like, before you allow somebody to cut into your body, you better have tried every possible thing. You haven't even got to try to get, to heal your womb naturally. Why would you volunteer to have surgery? I agree. I had 3 ectopic pregnancies that ruptured, lost a tube. Oh, they took your tube. Damn, I wish you found me earlier. I went through a lot of emotional distress. I'm sorry. One topic. Okay, one ectopic pregnancy. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate when they take women's tubes. Oh my God. Oh, these doctors, I swear to God. Anyway, y'all, anybody have any questions before I go? Somebody asked the first steps to take to shrink the large fibroids, getting to the root cause of the problem, getting to the root cause of what developed the fibroids, okay? Get on my email list, Berserk. I break down how to get to the root cause of the problem over the course of 7 days in my 7-day Fibroid Truth Healing series. Get on the email list. If you're not on the email list, get on the email list. If you're watching from TikTok, the link is in my bio. Subscribe to our email list and subscribe to, if you're watching from YouTube, the link is in my description box to subscribe to our email list, okay? Happy New Year. You're so welcome. I was live yesterday too. I'm going to start going live I'm gonna start in the 2026. I'm gonna start having a schedule to go live. Okay, okay. Don't hold me to it, but we're gonna try. Okay, at least 3 times a week, maybe 4. Tuesdays and Thursdays around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when, but get on the email list because I always tell them before I go live. And also, too, so you can learn more about the root causes of fibroids. We'll be here all day, but estrogen dominance is a huge one. Huge one, root cause of fibroids. And if you have fibroids, you're estrogen dominant, okay? If you have fibroids, you're also dealing with toxic overload in the body. You're also dealing with a lymphatic system that's congested. That's your body's literally sewage system, right? Your body's cellular sewage system is your lymphatic system. So that's congested. We all messed up, okay? You're dealing with overloaded elimination organs, a backed up digestive system. So that gut health is horrible. Thank you. Somebody's official Queen Africa. I appreciate you for liking the live. You got us to almost 10K. Shout out to you, okay? Thank you so much. Yes. Our goal is 10K today. You got to get to the root cause of the problem. Happy New Year, Tay. Getting to the root cause of the problem, okay? That's important. If you guys want me to do a whole live on that, because that's a whole live within itself, let me know. But get on the email list because they will break it down for you over the course of 7 days. If you want to be fibroid free this year, okay, I have 2 options. 3 actually. I have my Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vault that goes into retirement after today. I'm gonna say that again. That goes into so that's our full framework. Literally the framework that I've used to help hundreds of women become fibroid free is there. Hundreds of women become fibroid free over the years. Our fibroid elimination system, the one that's helped a woman get from fibroid the size of a football to the size of a 6 centimeters. It went from size of a football. You could see her before and after picture to the size of 6 centimeters within just a few months. That's the vault, the Advanced Fibroid Healing Mastery Vault. If you don't have that, I don't know what you're doing in 2026. The 2026 edition is literally, I created it for high impact results, literally. And if you want to work, so that's the option for you. That's $500, and you have lifetime access to that. You can do over and over again. That's what you're going to need in 2026 to become fibroid free before summertime, okay? Unless you have a 20 centimeter fibroid, then it will take more time. But still, that's going to help restore your hormonal balances. That's going to help you get to the root cause of the problem. That's going to help you reverse estrogen dominance. Then I also have where you can work with me. We have the 3-month intensive, okay? Again, we started today, so midnight is the deadline to get in there, okay? If you want more information on how to work with me or on the Advanced Fibroid Healing Vault, the link is in my bio. If you're watching from TikTok, the link is in my description box. If you're watching from YouTube, I also want to say for those that are watching on TikTok, TikTok will not be around forever. They're talking about deleting it. They're talking about deactivating it. So get on my email list. So you're not out here like, where's Sasha? Get on my email list. Get on my email list, okay? The link is in my bio. Join the email list, subscribe. And also too, when you subscribe, you get 7 days of Fibroid Healing Truth Series. Berserk said, I'm too poor. It's okay. You subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also too, for those I do have the $22 a month. Subscribe to the Sacred Womb Letters. The link's in my description box. You get healing frameworks. I just taught a whole class in there yesterday, on Monday on how to design your womb healing diet. It's $22 a month. So it's no excuse for that one, If that's all you can afford, I totally understand. Okay, do what you can afford. That's all, y'all. That's all. Y'all have a beautiful day. It's New Year's. Listen, let's welcome the new year and actually start implementing what we want to achieve this year, right? Let's not just wait until, I'm gonna wait till Monday, I'll wait till next month. Let's actually start implementing today. If we will have a vision of being fibroid free, what are you doing today to implement that? What actions are you taking today to implement that? If your vision is to lose weight, you should be, again, what are you doing today to make sure that happens? Don't just stop waiting. A lot of you guys have been waiting, or researching. You haven't taken action yet. Let this year be the year you change that so that you can actually get results in your life, Okay? That's all I got. Okay? You guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Talk to you soon. If you want to see the replay of this live, the link is in my bio. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The entire replay will be on my YouTube channel, okay? In the live stream section. Happy New Year, Ty. Have a good one, ladies. Bye.